Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are moments away from the beginning of tonight's contest between the Cascade Christian Challengers and the Douglas Trojans. We'll step away for a moment or two, and then we'll begin our pregame show here in about 2 minutes. Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding business sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jim McCoy, along with Mark McLemore, Johnny McCoy on the camera, coming to you live from North Valley High School in Merlin, Oregon, and we thank you for joining us today. We welcome you to the Lithia Superstore pregame show, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring the Douglas Trojans versus the Cascade Christian Challengers in the Far West League seeding tournament. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net and welcome our home and visiting fans to the broadcast. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and we thank you if you already have. Challengers come in after a dominant victory against St. Mary's on Tuesday night. The Trojans come in after a Tuesday night victory at home against Sutherland, also won in convincing fashion. I know for the last few years, Mark, we talked about Douglas as a team that was on the rise, that at the point that Bid Van Loon, who is kind of a local legend in a way, 1,632 career points as a player at Yoncalla, and then later coaching career at Yoncalla. He's been at Douglas now for about 4 or 5 seasons, and steadily the team has gotten better, and tonight they come in with a record of 21-3 and a 13-1 league record. That loss coming at the hands of Cascade Christian, but at least in terms of teams that we broadcast that represent the FWL, this is definitely, this Douglas team, far and away, the best one that we've seen so far.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. The Douglas Trojans are definitely the best team that the Challengers have seen in league by a lot, really. And that first game that they played up at Douglas was quite the battle. One of the most intense basketball games that I've seen, and it was a standing room only crowd for that game as well. It was at Douglas. The Challengers and Douglas both undefeated in league when that game was played. And, the Challengers coming away with a pretty convincing victory, but I thought it was one of the best games Cascade played all season, winning 73-43 and really doing a good job, I thought, defensively, especially, of keeping the Trojans in the 40s was amazing. This team has been in the 80s most of the season. If you look at their scores in the league, and they're one of those teams that scores a lot of points, has a lot of good three-point shooters, a lot of skilled players. And for the Challengers to hold them to 43 points at their place was quite the defensive effort. And they'll have to have something similar today, I think. Douglas would love to get them back, and in this situation, steal the seed from the Challengers and get that number one spot in the 6A or in the 3A tournament coming up here. After really next week it starts.
Well, you may recall just a couple of years ago, Cascade Christian cruising along in league play, and they end up playing the Trojans at the Pavilion. And in that game, Austin Maurer set what was then a school record by scoring 40 points, but the Challengers lost. And a lot of it came from the fact that the Trojans shot the lights out that night, and they played with a lot of aggressiveness, that same aggressiveness that you can tell is just a trademark of the Trojans program under Coach Van Loon.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true, and I'm sure tonight the Challengers have been tasked with making sure that they take care of business against a very good Douglas team. And both these teams, come into this game as the one seed from their half of the conference. Douglas taking care of business in the northern part of the conference this year. That includes, Sutherland, South Umpqua, Coquille, Glide, and them being Douglas. In the northern part, the Challengers take care of the southern part of the league, with the likes of Roe River, Lakeview, North Valley, Brookings Harbor, and St. Mary's. So you look at the winner of the North versus the winner of the South, and yes, these two teams did play one game this year already, but, the winner of this game is considered the league champion and takes the league championship spot in the 3A tourney, which both these teams ranked outside the top 8 means that they would more than likely get the 8th spot in the because they won their league, they get one of the top 8 spots, which guarantees them a home game, and they would get a home game here in the first round of the playoffs. That's what's being played for tonight, really, more than anything else, is do you get a home game in the first round of the playoffs? If you win this game, either team wins this game, they get a home game for their first round of the playoffs. They lose the game, it's likely that they would go on the road and play somebody, like even maybe an Eastern Oregon team, which
like Vail,
or like Umatilla or somebody like that. So you really want to win this game is really what you want to do.
Right. Well, for the Challengers, their destiny is in their hands. That that Austin Maurer is going to be a matchup problem. This Douglas team has some size on it, but when you're talking about players like Jason Stiles and Hudson Ferguson, they're more of a kind of take it in the paint and kick it out to an open shooter like a Dylan Manuel or a Tyler Dunston, Braden West. Mel O'Driscoll can hit it. Rincon can hit it. He loves shooting down in that corner behind the arc. They've got a lot of shooters. Thankfully, again, if you're the Challengers, not only do you have Austin's size inside, but you have really strong perimeter defenders in Derek Farmer and Peyton Maurer. So right now, what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we get back, we will get ready for the start of tonight's ball game. The pregame show is brought to you by the Peak Rewards app, where you can save on gas and goodies. Use the Peak Rewards app to order crispy, crunchy chicken and sides. Choose your favorite items, set a time, and pick up a great dinner ready to serve on the way home. We'll take a quick timeout, and then we'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
Your daily adventures with Pinnacle 365. Enjoy a little morning motivation. Freshly ground coffee brewed from bean to cup in no time at all. Plus, with your Peak Rewards app, you'll save at least 16 cents a gallon at the pumps, so you can travel further for less in your daily adventures. Score even more savings for the road when you purchase your favorites, like Nature Valley bars, soft baked muffins, Red Bull, vitamin water, perfect bars, and watch the savings and your day accelerate. Great adventures start at Pinnacle 365.
Watch his hands. He just goes right up. Straight up. Right here, right up.
President's Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
Was a teammate of my brother's back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed from fresh bean to cup in no time at all. And now, we're here for your daily dinner adventures. Introducing Crispy Crunchy Chicken online ordering. Mouth-watering Crispy Crunchy Chicken for dinner, made deliciously easy. Just open the app or visit the website. Select a pickup time. Choose from your favorites. And your Crispy Crunchy Chicken will be prepared hot and fresh. Make dinner a breeze at Pinnacle 365.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is the Reba McEntire rendition of the national anthem. Right now, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Douglas Trojans coming in at 21-3. Senior number 3, Braden West. Senior number 4, Dylan Manuel. Senior number 13, Seth Cole. Senior number 12, Theo Rachel and Michael Kelly. And now, the starting lineup for Cascade Christian. Coming in at 18-6. First, junior number 2, Jared McCohen. Freshman number 4, Avery Houston. Sophomore number 12, Jared Farmer. Senior number 13, Peyton Mauer. And the 7-foot senior number 34, Austin Mauer. Cascade Christian is coached by Brian Morse. Assisted by Scott Ryan Lackmore, Jerry Francis.
Okay, there's the lineup for you. They're getting ready to take center court. The challengers in their white uniforms with purple numerals and purple trim. We'll move from right to left from where we sit. The Trojans in their black uniforms with white numerals. The Hayes in the barn, Mauer and Page getting ready to jump at it. Page at 6'4", Mauer at an even 7 feet tall. Tip controlled by the challengers. Frankowiak will run it out of backcourt to Houston. Cross-court pass, Houston. Guarded by West. They'll go down to the low post to Austin Mauer. He misses the reverse move. Falling to the floor there is Page. Good defense there by the Trojans to start the game.
They had Mauer on the first cut and missed him. And when he came back around, when the ball came back around to him again, he really wasn't open that time.
Shot misses by the Trojans. Challengers set back up. Avery ends up losing his footing for a second. Frankowiak, skip pass. Now Frankowiak on the drive. Swings it to Farmer. And the shot's missed. Rebound taken by Manuel. Dylan Manuel will be watching for him to shoot the jumpers tonight. But staking the Trojans to a 2-0 lead. And you talked about it, Mark, is that this West kid is good at driving to the hoop. Austin Mauer, the baby hook, he ties the game.
Yeah, if they're not going to bring a double, you know that he's going to do that all night long. That time they tried to guard him one-on-one.
Stiles with the basketball, swings it around. West will shoot from distance. The shot a little bit long. Frankowiak will take it. He'll pull up and shoot. Shot a little bit long. Peyton Mauer there on the putback attempt. He is fouled, and that'll send him to the free throw line. Foul will go against Stiles. That'll be his first of the ball game. Peyton Mauer gives the challengers the lead here early in the ball game. 6:15 left to go in the first quarter of play. Mauer averaging 6 points a game. Misses the second attempt. Stiles to West. West picked up by Frankowiak. They'll kick it out, swing it around the horn. Rincon in the corner, up the page. Manuel, quick ball movement. They'll look for Manuel. He gets the shot up, rims off. Weak side rebound by Austin Mauer. Gliding to the hoop, Jaron Frankowiak. He's not just a jump shooter. He moves to the hoop to give the challengers a 3-point lead. Stiles, Rincon. They'll swing it around the horn to West. Looking inside, nothing there. Rincon. Up top it goes to Page.
Both teams going to be very patient offensively, I think, in this one, trying to get the best shot they can get.
And they've got guys who can get good shots. There, a steal on the play. Attempted steal. Foul by Jaron Frankowiak. He nods his head in agreement.
Yeah, I think there was an offensive foul that I might have called in front of that. That was an awful lot of contact going downhill by West, but he gets away with it and will go to the free throw line.
Braden West, first free throw attempt. A little too much English on the shot. The 6-foot senior misses the first attempt. Dylan Westlake will check into the ball game. Peyton Maurer will take a breather at 5:17 to go in the first. He'll have a couple of words of discussion with assistant coach Jeremy France. Second attempt on its way. No good. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans.
Challengers kind of get lucky on that. Got to go get that rebound.
Avery Houston, shaking and baking, swings it for Westlake, and a little bit of early turnover trouble for the Challengers.
Yeah, just not on the same page there as to who was going where and where the ball was going to go.
Up top, they dump it inside, low post, trying to make a move to the hoop. Styles, and then there with the reverse move, Seth Rincon drawing the Trojans within one. Avery Houston, drive to the hoop.
West going to pick up a foul.
For Braden West, that will be his first personal foul of the ball game. Austin Maurer, left hand, 2.
Nice pass that time.
He's got the whole bag of tricks. And Austin will move there with the left hand and puts his team up by 3. Shooting from outside. Manuel. Well, there you see his range on display.
We talked about that. You can't let him have that.
Derek Farmer driving to the hoop. And a foul called against the Trojans. That'll send Farmer to the free throw line.
And that's Manuel's second. Or excuse me, not Manuel. That's Styles' second personal already here, early.
Farmer, first free throw attempt is good. It's an 8-7 ball game with 4:21 to go in the first. Kellen Klecker checking in the ball game as Houston will take a seat on the Challenger bench.
Reese Willis in for Douglas in place of Styles.
Willis, a 6'3 sophomore. Peyton Maurer checking into the ball game. Farmer will come out for a rest. So that Challenger lineup for you is Frankowiak, Westlake, Klecker, Austin Maurer, Peyton Maurer. West with it now. Rincon. Mentioned Willis in the ball game. Manuel. And a steal by the Challengers. Peyton Maurer up the floor. Nice move. And there's Dylan Westlake on the feet from Frankowiak.
Nice sharing of the ball by the Challengers right there. You'd love to see it.
Challenger lead now 4 at 11-7 with 3:57 left to go in the first quarter of play. Up top it goes. Seth Rincon works it right side West. Now for Willis. West penetrates against Westlake. They attempt a little bit short. Austin Maurer, Peyton Maurer. Quickly up the floor. Kellen Klecker, and he buries it.
It's the one thing you know that Kellen can do is knock down the 3.
The leader in three-point makes. Kellen Klecker, and a timeout called on the floor. We'll go ahead and keep it right here real quick and give a little homage to our sponsors. Fans, it's time to tune into the new sports voice in Southern Oregon. The Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9. Featuring the VSiN Network, The Rich Eisen Show, live NFL games, and local and regional programming. The Ace Sports Radio. Solar Pros and owner Mason Mahaffey invite you to learn how you can save thousands on solar panels installation for your home. Visit Solar Pros Facebook page to learn more. Search Facebook Solar Pros PNW. Well, an electric first quarter, Mark.
No doubt about it. Challengers 5 for 7 from the floor. Meanwhile, Douglas 3 for 7. So a little bit of difference there in shooting percentage. Really the difference in the game so far.
West Stiles, bounce pass inside. Avery Houston out of backcourt. Top of the key. Work against Stiles, kicks it out. Westlake. And he'll feed it out to Peyton Maurer. Klecker. Houston. He'll spin to the hoop, and he lays it up and in. Avery Houston gives the Challengers a 9-point lead.
First bucket for Houston. He saw the advantage there. Austin pulled a couple guys out of the paint area, and he's able to take advantage of it.
Houston scored a career-high 29 against St. Mary's on Tuesday night. Braden West driving hard to the hole, hard off the glass, and they're a block. And the Challengers with the outlet, Avery Houston, and they'll call him for the travel. Frankowiak and Farmer getting ready to check back into the ball game. West bounce pass to Manuel. Manuel from three-point range. It's good.
Well, and you can't leave him. Avery Houston's guarding him. He doesn't get out on him. Leaves him wide open. That's the one guy you cannot leave at the three-point line.
16-10 your score. Klecker. Shot off to the right. Rebound by Page. Page outlets for West. Rincon. Around the horn it goes. Manuel in the corner, guarded by Houston. Inside it goes. West. Low post. He loses the defender, but misses the shot. And the shot rims off. Rebound by Austin Maurer. Maurer out of backcourt. Avery Houston shoots it, and he buries the shot. Avery Houston with a long two. And we have a whistle stopping play. There's a little discussion between the official and...
That was called a 2, you said, right?
Yes.
It looked like a 3. He must have had his foot on the line.
So we have a momentary stoppage of play. It looked like a little discussion between one of the officials and athletic director for North Valley, Tim Sam.
Well, I think there's somebody that they need to talk to over there.
Well, it's a spirited crowd, and, well, you know, there's a fine line between spirited and crossing a line. So the teams take the floor. Trojan lineup, Braden West, along with Seth Rincon. Number 25 is Jason Stiles. Page is number 20, standing over in the corner. Manuel wears number 4.
It's an illegal screen, and they finally called it. Moving screen on Manuel.
So Dylan Manuel whistled for the foul. That'll be his first of the ball game. 14 fouls in the quarter by the Trojans. And remember, there's a reset of team fouls at every quarter. Houston, Farmer. And again, you can see this Trojan defense, very physical, very aggressive. Austin Maurer off the window. And it's a 10-point lead.
Austin's got 6 now to lead the way for the Challengers here in the first quarter.
West with the basketball, driving, kicks it out, moving to the hoop, scooping it up and in. Jace Page. Frankowiak. Avery Houston. Peyton Maurer from 3. His shot, nothing but air. Seth Rincon with the rebound. We got West with the basketball. Drive stripped away by Frankowiak. Quickly up the floor for Houston. And as the Trojan defender tried to corral it, he ends up stepping out with it. Reese Willis checking in the ball game. Tyler Dunstan in for the Trojans. 8-point game with 15.4 seconds. Dylan Westlake getting ready to check in for Cascade. And Peyton Maurer will take a quick seat on the challenger bench. Nalo Driscoll checks in the ball game. And they'll do this over. Farmer. Westlake inside to Austin Maurer. And he banks it home. 10-point game, 4 seconds. Make sure you don't leave anybody if you're a challenger. Shot way short. Buzzer sounds, and that will end the first quarter of play. After one, it's the Challengers 22 and the Trojans 12 on your John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey, Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Back here at North Valley High School, they've gone to the neutral site approach for the district seeding, the league championship games.
Challengers in the 1-3-1.
So then you have Houston at the top, and then he's there for Rincon. And we have a foul in the backcourt. And that will go against Reese Willis. That'll be his first personal of the ball game. Top of the key, Austin Maurer, the big 7-footer. Derek Farmer gliding to the hoop. His shot just a little too hard. Ball loose for a moment. Coming away with it is Douglas out of backcourt. Braden West. Rincon has an opening, and he knocks it down. Rincon draws the Trojans within 7. Avery Houston driving to the hoop, and he scores.
Avery's got 6 now. Austin with 8. Those are the 2 leading scorers for the Challengers. Challengers staying in the 1-3-1. We'll see how long they stay.
Skip pass, Rincon down on the corner. Stiles will shoot it.
Yeah, I don't like them playing this defense. Douglas has too many good 3-point shooters to stay in it.
6-point game. And we'll have a foul called on the play. And that'll go against West. That'll be 2 personal fouls on Braden West. And Peyton Maurer will get set for the inbound. Frankowiak, Austin Maurer just lays it over the lip of the rim and down.
He's got 10 now.
8-point game, 6:38 left to go in the half. Probably be nice if I updated to reflect the second quarter. Near steal on the play, but West is there to corral it. West kicks it out. Manuel penetrates. And now over in the corner, Stiles.
I told you, he can't stay. He can't stay in that defense. I don't know why they're doing that. Too many good 3-point shooters.
So a timeout call will do the same. John L. Scott scoreboard, the Challengers 26 and the Trojans 21. We'll be right back.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Jim McCoy along with Mark McLemore. Johnny McCoy working the camera. Three-point shooting, particularly here of late by Jason Stiles, has brought the Trojans within 5.
Yeah, they've made three. It's a 9-0 run with three straight three-pointers.
Austin Maurer 0 for 3 on that trip. Douglas takes it out of backcourt. West on the drive. Kick out for Willis. He'll fire it up top. Stiles. He starts a drive, shuffles his feet. It'll be challenger ball.
They're still in that 1-3-1. I'm very surprised about that.
Yeah.
Thought they'd come out of it after the timeout, but Challengers with a 5-point lead here. 5:53 to go in the second quarter.
Avery Houston, cross court, Frankowiak, Peyton Maurer, Derek Farmer. Houston will shoot from 3, and it's good. Avery Houston, we've watched his shooting percentages across the board creep up as the season goes on. The young freshman gaining confidence and averaging 15 a game. Stiles.
That's his third three.
Don't leave him. Houston. Farmer. Inside Austin Maurer. And he scores. Braden West out of backcourt. Guarded by Frankowiak. They'll kick it out for Manuel. He gets a screen from Stiles. He'll shoot. Shot rims off. Austin Maurer runs it down.
Got lucky on that one. Surprised he didn't make it.
Peyton Maurer. Derek Farmer. Jaron Frankowiak. And a couple of substitutions in the ball game for the Challengers. Klecker and Westlake come in. Peyton and Frankowiak come out. Rincon comes out for Douglas. Nalo Driscoll, 5'11 sophomore. So he's another one of those guys for Douglas, has a lot of basketball ahead of him. West, and now a steal by Austin Maurer, and he throws down. And a timeout called by Douglas. We will do the same. 30-second timeout called. It's the Challengers up by 9. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Here at North Valley, it's the Douglas Trojans and the Cascade Christian Challengers, the number 1 team from the FWL North, the number 1 team from the FWL South. 4:21 to go, and now Page will try one. Gets a little support on a screen from a teammate, and he draws the Trojans within 6. Farmer with it, Klecker. Now to Avery Houston. Houston will shoot off the dribble, and he's good.
Avery is feeling it tonight. Second three. He's got 12.
Gets that rhythm going, and look out. Now feed inside. And a little defensive lapse there by the challengers. You can see Westlake and Farmer talking that over there. Foul called against Cascade. Derek will come out. So will Kellen Klecker. Coming in will be Frankowiak and Peyton Maurer. 9-point game. 3:44 left to go in the half. On the inbound will be Braden West. Looks like we've also got Dunston in the ball game. And a steal by the challengers. Frankowiak, Avery Houston. Austin Maurer, he's got the range. That shot a little bit long, but climbing the golden ladder for the rebound is Frankowiak. Austin Maurer, he'll drive. His shot short. The ball tipped around, and it is taken by Douglas. Quickly out of backcourt they go. Quickly up the floor. Braden West. His shot off the window, no good. Avery Houston. And I really wish he wouldn't do that. Time and place, and it's not the right time.
Or place.
When you're up 20, that's okay. When you're up 9 in a game that's been a little, but that's a part of that whole
learning process.
Yep. All things considered, I'd take him on my team anytime.
Third foul on Stiles, which is a big thing for Douglas here.
Yes, he's been deadly from downtown. A full timeout call. We will take one as well. 36-27. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
3:11 to go on the half here from North Valley. Cascade Christian leading in the ball game, 36-27. But the Trojans giving the challengers an excellent battle. They've been as close as 5 here later in the half. Houston with the basketball. Westlake on the left side. He'll bring it up high. Houston directing traffic. Frankowiak. Now to Maurer. Nice teamwork by the challengers as they go up by 11. Willis has it out of backcourt. Page down in the corner to Manuel. Manuel working. He's going to pull up and shoot. Misses the shot just a little short. Westlake with the basketball. Glides to the hoop. He scores and one.
Way to be aggressive, Dylan Westlake.
Well, if you know Dylan Westlake, you know that the word for him is fearless.
And he attacks the middle right there. Nice drive and a good finish, and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Dylan has been a very helpful player for the challengers off the bench. He'll get a shot at a three-point play. Eyes the attempt. Just a little bit long. They're trying to run it down. Willis and Peyton Maurer ends up out of bounds. It will be Douglas basketball. Desmond Hockett into the ball game for the challengers, making his first appearance of the night. Derek Farmer returns as well. Willis motioning to Rincon. Dunston goes inside to Manuel. Manuel shot a little bit short. They're out of backcourt. Little nudge in the back from the Trojans.
That's going to be on Manuel. I believe that's going to be his third, or maybe just his second.
It'll be his second.
Me.
And that's 5 team fouls in the quarter for Douglas. And that'll send Jaron Frankowiak to the line. Challengers' third leading scorer at 8.5 a game. First free throw attempt is good. 2:11 to go in the half. Challengers now with their biggest lead of the ball game. Second attempt on its way. It's up. And it's a little bit hard off the iron. Derek Farmer there with it. And we'll have a block by Douglas. Meanwhile, going the other way, Jace Page. Avery Houston misses on the attempt. Jaron Frankowiak using all of his 6 feet of stature to get it. Meanwhile, Farmer, his shot blocked, and retrieving it is Manuel. Up the floor they go. Tyler Dunstan with it. Down on the corner they go to Rincon. Rincon now shooting from long distance.
Page is starting to feel it. He's got 10.
And the Challenger lead is 9. Frankowiak. Shot rolls off. Hockett tries to get the rebound, but Dunstan is there. 9-point game with 1:17 to go in the half. Dunstan will pull up, shoot. Shot a little bit long. Manuel feeds it. Willis. His shot no good, but there to clean it up is Tyler Dunstan. 7-point ball game. And inside a minute to go. Austin Maurer. He knocks down a bucket. And we got 44 seconds to go. Steal by Frankowiak. Quickly up the floor to Hockett. Hockett glides to the hole. He scores. 11-point ball game. 31 seconds. Now shooting from long range. Shot no good. But nobody blocked out. Nobody was there, and they took advantage. Challengers lead is 9. Meanwhile, Manuel whistled for the personal. And to be honest with you, Mark, I'm not sure what the Douglas fans are complaining about, because I think Mr. Magoo could have called that one. That'll send Avery Houston to the free throw line.
That's 3 fouls on Manuel, too.
Levi Dollenberg looks like he's getting ready to check into the ball game. Coach Van Loon giving some instructions to his player as he gets ready to go in. Jace Page, ongoing discussion as Houston. Nothing but net on his first attempt. Challengers up by 10. Peyton Maurer will check back into the ball game.
13 now for Houston in the game.
Second attempt on its way. It's good. 11-point ball game with 20 seconds left. Westlake returns. So you have the Maurer brothers, Westlake, Farmer, and Frankowiak for the Challengers. Willis, Rincon, Dollenberg with the basketball. Finds Manuel. Manuel working against Frankowiak. Good quickness there, and he scores. 9-point game. Time running out. Frankowiak fouled, and he goes to the floor. So now Frankowiak's there alone. Did they?
The time ran out as the foul happened.
Got it. Okay.
So they're going to have him shoot free throws with nobody in the lane.
First free throw attempt by Jaron is good. 10-point lead as we're at the end of the first half. Second attempt, that one's good. And it's halftime. So a really back and forth second quarter, and yet somehow the Challengers managed to outscore the Trojans by 1 point. Both teams putting up a good battle, and that will take us to our halftime report, brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Did you know the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? Check out the program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we will be back.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Well, we shot 56, but they made one.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
All right, welcome back. It's halftime. We'll update your scoreboard here. A lot going on here at North Valley High School. Just talking with the grandparent of a Douglas player. We got ourselves a ball game this evening, and I know as Mark was pouring over the stats from the first half, we've seen some shooting from the Douglas Trojans, unlike we've ever seen throughout most of this season. I want to welcome you to the Medford Parks and Recreation Halftime Show. Excitement is here with the opening of Rogax. The Aquatics and Event Center awaits you with 2 indoor swimming pools and water slides. The Event Center will host basketball and volleyball leagues and tournaments and other indoor events. Visit playmedford.com or check your activities guide to learn more about the Rogue Credit Union Community Complex. Rogax. Cascade Christian seizing early control of this ball game. Had a 10-point lead after the end of the first quarter. But boy, oh boy, did Douglas ever catch fire from long distance in the second quarter to really kind of keep themselves in the ball game. What had been a 10-point lead had been whittled all the way down to 5 before the Challengers were able to create some separation. And in the process of it, one of the things that may be the downside to defensive aggressiveness is you can get yourself in foul trouble. And although this Douglas team has a lot of depth to it, they've got a couple of guys in foul trouble they don't want there.
Yeah, Dylan Manuel has 3 fouls here at the end of the first half, and so does Jason Stiles. So those guys are going to have to be careful in the second half watching their fouls as they go forward. I think it was an interesting first half from that standpoint, and also from just the shooting percentage standpoint. The Challengers so far 19 for 34, that's 56%, but Douglas 15 for 31, 48%. So both teams shooting the ball pretty well in that first half. Turnovers not an issue for either team, just 4 for Douglas and 3 for the Challengers. And I know in the last game, Douglas had quite a few more turnovers that the Challengers turned into runouts to build that lead up to close to 20 at the end of the half. So a good job by Douglas at taking care of the basketball here in this second meeting between the two teams. Douglas only shot 2 free throws in the first half, and they were 0 for 2. The Challengers, meanwhile, were 8 for 11 from the free throw line.
Respectable.
And took advantage of their opportunities there, and really attacking the rim and getting to the free throw line is a great thing to do when you have the opportunity. And the Challengers shoot 73% from the free throw line. Douglas, meanwhile, as I said, 0 for 2. Scoring in the first half, first for Douglas. Dunstan had 2 for 1 bucket for 2 points off the bench. Braden West had 2. Dylan Manuel had 8, 2 threes in those 8 points. Sethrin Cohn had 7, and he also had a 3-point shot. Jace Page had 10, and he had 2 3-pointers. And Jason Stiles had a 9-0 run at one point in the second quarter to get Douglas back to within, you mentioned it, the 5 points there at one point. He made 3 threes in a row, and he has 9 points. So in the first half, Douglas made 8 3-point field goals in that first half. So I'm sure one of the discussion points for the Challenger Brain Trust is going to be, staying out on shooters and making sure that open threes are not available, as Douglas did knock. A lot of those 3-point shots were fairly open that Douglas made. They weren't contested, and so the Challenger's going to have to pick up the defensive pressure, especially at the 3-point line.
Well, you can see in Douglas, this is a team that thrives on quick ball movement. They get it moved around the horn. You don't see a lot of ISO. You don't see a lot of kind of stand around and watch type basketball. And with that quick ball movement, sometimes if you're the defender and you lose momentary track of the basketball, next thing you know, it's in an open guy's hands. And obviously the Trojans do not need GPS to find the hoop. So it will be interesting to see when we get into the second half how the Challengers have addressed that in the halftime locker room. But so many times defense is about attitude, and I think if you throw some of the schemes into the mix that Cascade Christian has, one would think, if you know the Challenger program, that they might be able to gain some separation here in the second half. But this Douglas team is not going to go down without a fight, and they really have come playing on the front foot.
Well, they have, and they'll continue to do that. The Challengers need to, as I mentioned, make sure we're getting contested shots up on those threes. And, most of the time when a team makes 8 3-point shots in a half, it's not duplicated in the second half, if you know what I mean. The pressure is ramped up by the opposite defense, and hopefully the Challengers will be able to do that a little bit, keep better track of those 3-point shooters, and do a better job overall of just tracking guys that are out at the 3-point line. And I'm sure that, again, was discussed at halftime as part of the halftime adjustments, is getting out on shooters. Other than that, I didn't, usually the other thing that we saw the first meeting, at least I did when I was up in Douglas, is a lot of offensive rebounds by Douglas. They really have not done that in this one, as the Challengers have done a decent job of cleaning up the boards. It'll be interesting to see how the first 3 or 4 minutes of this third quarter will be very important for both teams. Douglas trying to make a run back at the Challengers, and the Challengers trying to increase the separation so that they can not let Douglas think that they can get back in the basketball game.
We're going to take one more final timeout, and they'll get ready for the start of the second half. At halftime, it is the Challengers 49, the Trojans 38. We'll be right back.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're going to do is you're going to take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact. I'm straight up. That is a terrible
So keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
All right, we're ready to start the second half. Challengers out of backcourt. Avery Houston with it to Austin Maurer. Austin on the drive.
Loses out of bounds.
And so the Challengers start in dubious fashion with a turnover.
Yeah, not a great way to start the quarter here. Cascade Christian back in the man-to-man here to start the third.
West out of backcourt. Fires it for Stiles. Back up top, around the horn it goes to Page. Rincon guarded by Houston. Now Stiles will shoot. Shot a little bit long. Frankowiak climbs the golden ladder for it. He'll work his way out of backcourt, and the ball's tipped away. And West with it. Guarded by Maurer. West drives the baseline, and there's Jaron Frankowiak with the active hands to knock it away.
So 2 turnovers so far to start the quarter for the Challengers as they try to find some offensive rhythm.
Manuel with the basketball.
Nice job by Derek Farmer chasing him out there against the screen.
West taken away by Frankowiak. Quickly up the floor. Austin Maurer. The shot off, but there's Derek Farmer to clean it up.
Good job by Farmer of being in the right place at the right time.
Stiles with it. Corner of the free throw line. Comes back out. Shooting from downtown. Page. And it's good. Quickly up the floor. Peyton Maurer. Avery Houston. Derek Farmer. And looked like it was Page that got a hand on it defensively for the Trojans. West kicks it out. Page will shoot. Shot rims off, no good. Austin Maurer up the floor to Peyton Maurer. He lays it up with the right hand and he misses it. Manuel. Stiles. Back to Manuel. He'll swing it around the horn to Rincon. Up top it goes to Stiles. Page will drive against Peyton Maurer. He'll kick it out. Rincon. Manuel guarded by Derek Farmer. He'll swing it. Manuel going against Maurer. Glides hard to the hole. And a block by the Challengers. Shot misses, no good. Derek Farmer. Avery Houston. Over in the corner, Peyton Maurer. Austin Maurer had it stripped away by the Trojans. Foul against Peyton Maurer. That'll be his first personal of the ball game. First team foul of the half by either team. Farmer going to come out of the ball game. Dylan Westlake comes in. Challengers a little sloppy to open the quarter.
Yeah, both teams actually a little sloppy to open the quarter.
West with the basketball, drives against Peyton Maurer. They feed it inside. Dunston was there. Rincon will shoot. Rincon will score. 51-44. Houston drives. And we'll have a whistle and a foul called against West. Desmond Hockett will check into the ball game as Peyton Maurer will check out. And for West, that'll be his third personal. So as you mentioned, Mark, the foul's starting to pile up. Westlake. Houston from three-point range. And it's good.
Challengers needed a bucket. Avery gives them one.
Avery Houston giving point guard a whole new meaning as the Challengers go up by 10. West with the basketball. Screen from Stiles. Now Stiles will pick up his dribble, guarded by Houston. Back out high, 15 on the shot clock. Making a move to the hoop, blocked there by Austin Maurer. Desmond Hockett to the hoop. And the block.
That was a foul. You could see him hit his wrist.
And it happened right in front of the official.
I don't know how that didn't get called.
Derek Farmer returns as Hockett comes out. Frankowiak up high to Farmer. Houston. He'll pull up and shoot. That shot short. And the rebound by Dunston. Here come the Trojans. West working against Farmer. Now Stiles. Manuel against Frankowiak. Stiles making a move against Austin Maurer. Dunston working low post against, and he got him hanging.
Yeah, he doesn't go up. Played great defense right until the end, but then he goes up at the end, and that's going to get called when you're in the air.
So that'll go against Dylan Westlake. That'll be his first personal foul of the ball game. Second team foul of the quarter by the Challengers. Tyler Dunston at the free throw line. One of 6 seniors on this Douglas team.
And most of the seniors are the ones who are playing the minutes.
Page back in the ball game for Rincon. Peyton Maurer in for Jaron Frankowiak. 9-point game. Can he make it an 8-point game? And he does not. But an offensive rebound by Page. They'll call out a play, set it up. There's West against Houston. He lays it up and in.
You cannot let him drive past you, and he gets by Houston again.
Cross-court pass, Houston to Farmer. Guard-to-guard exchange. I'll feed it down low. Farmer, nice pass.
That's what the Challengers got to do. You got to share the ball, find the open guy. They're double-teaming Austin, which means somebody's open.
West, Stiles. Dunston, he gets it back from Stiles. Screen there, and a shot blocked by Houston. Houston out of backcourt. He'll drive out of traffic, and he's called for a travel.
I didn't see that travel, but...
No, I didn't either. I saw some other things, but traveling wasn't one of them. West will bring it out of backcourt. Screen from Jace Page. He'll pick up his dribble, cross-court pass to Dunston. And getting a hand on it defensively is Austin Maurer. So with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock, the Trojans will inbound along the baseline. Frankowiak will come in. Houston will come out. Stiles saw him go hot in the second quarter from long range. Driving to the hoop, Dunston. Austin Maurer is there to disrupt. He'll go coast to coast. He goes hard to the hole. We have a whistle and a foul. Foul will go against Dylan Manuel. And that's 4 for him. So you can see, Coach Van Loon getting ready to do a little bit of damage control. Rincon getting ready to check in. Looks like Page may have gotten cut, and he's going to have to go out momentarily, so that'll bring Willis into the ball game. Coach Van Loon rearranging his chess pieces. Challengers, Austin Maurer at the free throw line. Free throw attempt is good. So the two teams virtually playing to a standoff here in the third. We still have a couple and a half minutes to go, however. Maurer.
He's got 20.
And he's the Challengers' leading free throw shooter at nearly 80% on the season. Making a move, they'll fire it in the corner. Stiles drives along the baseline. Dunston. And he scores. Derek Farmer. Cross court, Peyton Maurer. Austin going to pull up, shoot. His shot short, ball tipped around. Frankowiak there. Can't get it to go. And we'll have the Challengers whistled over the back.
Got to make your chippies if you're Frankowiak. Nice rebound. Just couldn't get it to go down. And
Austin Maurer going to come out for a breather. Westlake in the ball game. So essentially, Peyton becomes the 5. 1:41 to go in the quarter. Willis, bounce pass. Rincon, up top it goes for West. Drives against Houston. Rincon off the kick. And it's taken away by the Challengers. Jaron Frankowiak. They'll give it to Houston. Houston up and under. Misses the shot, gets his own rebound. And a timeout call. Timeout call, we'll take one as well. 58-49 with 1:15 to go in the quarter. Stick around, we'll be right back.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Back to action. Challengers with the basketball, and Austin Maurer back in the ball game. Frankowiak! Well, you called it, Mark. And the Challengers' lead is 11.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to Austin when you need a bucket, and they do there.
And I think it's a lather, rinse, repeat sort of deal.
I would think so at this point.
Down in the corner, Rincon with the basketball. Knocking it away is Austin Maurer, and they'll whistle him for the foul.
Not sure about that. Looked like he just tapped it away. Remember, he's got a wingspan. That's huge.
Right there, and you know he does the smart thing. He asked the official about it in a respectful manner and got the explanation there, and Austin seemed at least mollified by it. 11-point game. West gets it back from Page. Spinning, Dunston. And now shooting is Page. Shot no good. But I tell you what, Frankowiak has just been everywhere.
Doesn't have a lot of points, but he's done a lot of other things.
Skip pass over to Peyton Maurer. Westlake in the corner. And one.
Again, get the ball into Austin. Good things will happen. That time, the Challengers move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then when you do that, Austin can come across to the ball from the block on the opposite side, and they can't double him twice. They can double him once, but when he comes across, they have trouble doubling him. And that was a great little ball movement play to where the ball reversed to Austin on the backside. Missed the free throw, though.
Maurer misses the free throw attempt. 21 seconds to go in the third. Clock running. Shot clock turned off. Rincon with the basketball. Stiles working against Austin Maurer. Fadeaway jumper. 2.
Nice shot by Stiles.
Nice looking shot from the big guy. Avery Houston just shot in and out. And that will end the third quarter of play. So you've got the Trojans hanging with the Challengers. 62-51. We'll be back after this 1-minute break.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
The President's Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Start of the fourth quarter. Trojan basketball. So the team's playing to a draw in the third.
Yeah, both teams very good, and we're seeing that for sure here.
This Douglas team's going to make some noise, and they're thinking they're going to do it tonight. Page driving hard to the hole. He lays it up and in as he bull rushes to the hoop for two.
Challengers thought they had the steal and got the defense mixed up after that.
Austin Maurer, Avery Houston, Frankowiak with an opening, and the shot won't go. Long rebound comes out the west. He'll make a move to the hoop. His shot no good. Austin Maurer with the rebound. He goes behind the back.
Moving screen on Peyton. That's a turnover and a foul for Peyton, his second, I think.
I think you're right.
Got to be set if you're going to set a screen.
Peyton acknowledged his error on the play.
9-point game here. 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter, and Douglas doing a good job of staying with the Challengers so far.
West will walk it out of backcourt. Working against Frankowiak. Screen from Stiles. Now to Rincon. Rincon thinks about a jumper. Now Manuel. Manuel working against Austin Maurer. Shot won't go. Austin with the rebound. Quickly outlets to Frankowiak. Avery Houston. It's good. 65-53. The lead for the Challengers is now 12.
Avery Houston with 4 threes now in the game.
Stiles working against Maurer. Kicks it out. West will penetrate. Finds a path to the hoop. And he scores.
He's got 6. 6:13 to go now in the fourth quarter. 10-point lead for the Challengers.
Avery Houston. He goes to the cup for two.
Nice drive by Houston, getting inside.
West, Rincon, Stiles. Page will drive. And now shooting from the corner, Rincon.
Both teams trading buckets here.
Houston shakes the defender. Nothing but net. And we have a call against Houston. He gets teed up.
Talking, I would guess.
Once again, timing being everything. Not a good time. Not now. makes the first. He's got another one coming. Second one is good.
10-point game now, 5:30 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Well, the unfortunate thing is, how many times you see something like that, it screws up good momentum.
It really does.
And I think that's one of those things that guys see people in the NBA do that stuff, and they think it's
okay to do in high school, and it isn't.
Not a smart idea. Hey, I want to remind you that before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Love Day is in February, where $1 from every drink is donated back to local organizations. Today's game is also brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass, Elmer's Restaurants of Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events.
I'll tell you what, though, Avery Houston having a great game so far. He's got 24 points in this one, and he's been very good in lots of different opportunities he's had, and so far only missed 4 shots tonight. And you know, when you're shooting like that, sometimes your emotions get a little much of you, if you know what I mean. And I'm sure it'll be fine going forward. I think he's learned from that, and you know, Challengers still have a 10-point lead, and Douglas has the basketball. So a stop and a bucket here would go a long way here with 5 minutes to go in the game toward not letting Douglas get some momentum out of that technical foul.
West will take it out of backcourt, picked up by Dylan Westlake, pesky defender there, screened by Stiles. Rincon with it, now to Manuel. Manuel guarded by Derek Farmer. Manuel going to drive to the hoop. Shot no good. And as Rincon tried to control the ball, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Challenger ball. Derek Farmer in the corner. Peyton Maurer. Now Austin Maurer with it. He's going to move to the hoop. He lays it up and in. That can fix a lot of problems.
Yes, it can.
Because even 6'5" guys really can't do anything with him. Making a move to the hoop. Shot misses. Page there trying to get Peyton Maurer hanging, but he manages to score, and it's a 10-point game. Frankowiak with the basketball quickly to Farmer. Farmer fouled. He'll go to the line. That'll go against Braden West.
Actually, I think it's going to go against Page.
It is against Page, so that'll be his third. So that's 2 team fouls now for the Trojans. No, 1 team foul for the Trojans and 2 for the Challengers. First free throw attempt by Farmer is good. 11-point game. Now Avery Houston checks back in. Peyton Maurer comes out.
4:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Challengers up 72-61.
Second attempt, that one's good. Farmer not known for his free throw shooting, but he did good there to put his team up by 12. The swing at Rincon, guarded by Houston. Stiles working against Farmer. A little fadeaway jumper. Looked good, but it didn't stick. Austin Maurer with the rebound. 4:08 left to go in the ball game. Playing for the number 1 seed out of the Far West League. Houston, Frankowiak. Farmer dumps it low post for Maurer. Finesse to the hoop. 2. And a steal by Farmer. Taken away from West. Austin Maurer. You know what? I'll take care of this. And the Challengers have the biggest lead of the game. So we're going to keep it right here, Mark. I think that we're seeing a critical run taking place for the Challengers in terms of stepping on the gas.
Well, and I think if you notice Where did the ball go to get the critical run? Right into Austin Maurer. I mean, that's where you got to go when you need a bucket. They've done a good job of that. They've had patience offensively, move the ball to both sides of the floor, and then able to get it inside to Austin and really, get a couple stops on defense as well, and increase the lead here with, a little over 4 minutes, I think, to go in the fourth quarter. So a nice job by the Challengers of, you saw Douglas make a little run. The tee happened. They got back down to 10, and the Challengers responded. So they didn't let what happened affect what was going to happen going forward. You saw that, and they make a little run, and right when they needed to kind of give them some separation now. And with this lead now, they can be very patient on offense. Use some of that shot clock and take advantage of their position here in the fourth quarter.
Winter Sports Action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where it is time to go get out a car. The President's Day sale going on. Our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Styles with the basketball. They'll give it to Rincon, guarded by Frankowiak. The shot short. Austin Maurer, the rebound. He'll outlet for Houston. Houston out of backcourt. Looking left. Now moving right. Frankowiak. Peyton Maurer. Skip pass to Farmer. He iced the three. The shot rims off. And Styles is there with a weak side rebound. Up the floor he goes to Rincon. Styles gets it back. West thinks about a drive, but brings it out. Manuel drives to the hoop, and it's rejected by Farmer. Avery Houston feeds it to Maurer. And we have a foul on the play. He'll go to the line. So Farmer.
Yeah, nice pass by Farmer. Not sure. He got kind of in the air, and he just kind of threw it to the big guy. Maybe that's what you want to do in that situation. I don't know. But nice job by him of finding Maurer. And Maurer knows what to do with it once he gets it in the lane area especially.
So the lead for the Challengers now is 17 with 2:45 left to go in the game. Maurer connects on the second.
Well, one thing about the Challengers, we've seen it, some of those games they played up in North at the beginning of the season, they really don't get frazzled. Maybe for a minute or two, but they're able to right the ship normally and take care of business, and that's what they've done here so far in the fourth quarter.
Well, and that's all a part of playing championship basketball, and I think that's part of the culture that Brian Morse and his coaching staff have brought through the Challengers. You don't lose your head. And weather the storm, and your run will come. And it looks like there might be a goaltend against the Challengers.
Yeah, that's a terrible call. I wish we had replay in this situation because you could obviously see that one was still going up.
So Coach Van Loon going to go ahead and call off the Dogs here, let his reserves come into the ball game. So we'll have Reese Willis along with Levi Dollenberg, also in the ball game, Neil O'Driscoll, and wholesale substitutions
for both teams, I think.
So 2:30 left to go on the ball game. Challenger lead is 79-63. Well, I guess we can talk a little bit about the ramifications of this win, and certainly that this puts them in a solid position, at least in terms of getting ready to go to Coos-Bay.
Worst case, they get the number 8 seed in the tournament and the bracket, and they would play whoever the number 9 team is, in theory, which would be interesting because it's possible that Douglas could end up number 9.
Yes, they could. Now, I take it then with that what you're saying is the old rule of you can't face your league opponent
in the first round. Well, the first round is happening as that play-in round.
Okay, and we're not a part of that.
And we're not part of that, so it's possible that the Challengers could turn around and play Douglas at home, depending on how these teams end up in the rankings.
Night shift in for the Challengers. Desmond Hockett. Number 3 is Bryson Walker. Also in, Brady Klecker, Cade Goldade, and Kellen Klecker. Hockett with the ball. Brady Klecker, now to Kellen. He eyes the three. He buries it. 82-61, 2:14, 82-63, I should say. Driving to the hoop. There with the shot. Driscoll. He'll try it again.
Mattiani with the bucket and the foul.
So an opportunity for a three-point play here. And that is Alex Medianu, and you may remember him from football season. Athletic playmaker, getting some minutes here at the end. Hockett. Brady to his brother Kellen. Cross-court pass. Now to Desmond Hockett. 1:48 to go. Kellen cuts to the hoop.
Kind of got it knocked out of his hands as he was going up.
Yeah, I think he was pleading his case there momentarily.
1:34 to go.
Dunston, the shot off target. There's Kellen Klecker for the rebound. Kellen out of backcourt. Bryson Walker down in the corner. Cade Goldade. Hockett spins to the hoop. And looks like we'll have a foul called.
Looks like that one's going to go on Dunston. Kellen Klecker catches the bench. And there's now most of my starters in the JV game playing.
Desmond Hockett. His jumper. It's good. 84-66. With the basketball, that's Bryce Dollenberg, number 10. Up top to Ferguson. Medianu working against Walker. Trying a little fadeaway number there. Won't go. And Tan Landers there to wrest it away. Hockett with the basketball. Down on the corner. Brady Klecker. Desmond thinks three, but thinks better of it.
Now, if you're the challengers, just run the clock.
Brady trying to make a move. And a double dribble call. 28 seconds left to go in the ball game. Taylor Snowden, Carson Willard, and Gavin Casebeer check into the ball game. So Brady, Tayan, and Desmond come out. Coach Morse emptying his bench.
Now, these are some of the JV guys that played all year with me, and now getting an opportunity at least to sit on the bench and enjoy a good seat and maybe play a few seconds in the JV game.
Dunston with the basketball. A little shake and bake move there. Goes to the hoop.
Scores.
They'll go against Gavin Casebeer. So his presence accounted for in the ball game. Wearing number 44 this evening. Free throw attempt, short. Willard with the rebound. Out of backcourt, Snowden. Bryson Walker.
And I think that's going to do it.
And Walker going to hold on to it. And the Cascade Christian Challengers win the Far West League Championship. Now that does not mean that the Trojan season is over, that this, as much as anything else, is a game that determines seeding. So Douglas, who just loses their fourth game of the season, will live to fight another day. And it may be possible that the challengers haven't seen the last of them.
Yeah, actually that's true.
So we're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout, and when we return, stay with us for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show, which comes to you next. Visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. We'll recap scoring and look at key stats. That's coming up on the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show, where we make sports fun again. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. Get any phone free at U.S. Cellular.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Back up, what's that greatness in?
Get a little touch bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my god, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
The President's Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
32 for Austin.
So back here at North Valley High School, the Cascade Christian Challengers scoring a hard-fought victory against the Douglas Trojans to win the league championship. And now we kind of wait to see how the brackets will shape up shortly. Although for you Challenger fans, I want to remind you that we'll be broadcasting the game on Saturday against 5A Churchill. And that will be at 6 o'clock on Saturday night. Meanwhile here, this has been my first look of Douglas on the season. And, well, one of the things you can see, the quality basketball team and saw all the things that helped them get there, that this is a team that can shoot the basketball very well, particularly from long distance. And that did a lot to keep them in the game and actually make it a little bit close in the second quarter. In fact, Stiles ended up knocking down some long-range shots, and we got a couple from Manuel, and at times, the lead got as close as 5 before the Challengers pulled away at the half. And it really wasn't until late in the game, and one of the things that you were calling for, Mark, was to really make Austin Maurer the focal point of the offense and let him use his size and athleticism to do the job. And at the point the Challengers did that, that is the point at which the Challengers began to pull away.
Yeah, it really was. And you know, not just because Austin can score the ball, it's more about the double teaming that happens when he gets the ball. Yes, he can turn and score sometimes, but also the double teams come against him. And when they do, that leaves other guys open for shots. And so when the ball goes into him, it just gets kind of everything going for the Challengers. Open guys start to get open around the perimeter, and because of the rotations that the defense has to do, and to try and cover Austin in the middle. So the Challengers finally, sort of did a little bit better job of that, I thought, in the fourth quarter there toward the end of the game. And that really came in to their advantage at that time. And the other thing the Challengers did well tonight is get to the free throw line, as they were attacking the rim and getting to the free throw line. And it wasn't just one guy. I mean, Jaron Frankowiak shot 4 free throws in this game. Avery Houston had a pair of free throws. Derek Farmer had 4 free throws. Austin Maurer had 5 free throws. Peyton Maurer had 2 free throws. So a lot of free throws shot because of the attacking nature of the Challengers getting to the rim. You'll see that the Challengers tonight, 14 for 18 from the free throw line. Douglas 4 of 7 from the free throw line. And that's a big difference in the game. The Challengers with 10 extra points from the charity stripe tonight. Turnover battle. Cascade Christian had 10 turnovers. Douglas with just 6. I think that was really the difference in why this game was a lot closer than it was the last 2 times these teams met, is Douglas did a great job of taking care of the basketball tonight and not letting the Challengers get those turnovers and runouts like we've seen them do against a lot of teams this year. So they did a good job of taking care of the basketball, and I think that was a big part of how they won this game, or how they stayed in this game, I should say, for Douglas. The Challengers won it, as you mentioned, by going into Austin. Austin ends the game with 32 points to lead the way for the Challengers. And just, when they needed a basket in different times during the game, they did a good job of rotating the ball, like I said, on both sides of the court, and then dumping the ball inside to Austin for the easy opportunities that he got in there. And sometimes he would get doubled and kick the ball or hit a cutter, and those kind of opportunities are where where everything, when it goes through him, just kind of works for the Challengers. Scoring tonight, well, let's go through some of the other stats of shooting tonight. The Challengers 32 for 56, that's 57% on the evening. Douglas 27 for 62, 44%. So pretty close shooting-wise for both teams, around 50%. I mentioned the free throw percentages, 14 for 18 for the Challengers, 78%, 4 for 7 for Douglas, 57%. And scoring, first for Douglas, Medianu had 3, Tyler Dunstan with 7, Braden West had 8, Dylan Manuel with 10 points, Seth Rincon had 12, Jace Page had 17 to lead the way for Douglas. Jason Stiles had 11, and that's the scoring for the Douglas Trojans. For the Cascade Christian Challengers, Kellen Klecker had 6 points off the bench. Jaron Frankowiak with only 5 tonight, but you mentioned it during the game. He did a lot of other things for the Challengers tonight to really help out defensively, hitting the boards and other things that he did tonight. Avery Houston with a huge night, 24 points for him. And he had 4 threes on the night, and he made a couple of those in times when the Challengers really needed them to keep the separation. So 24 points from Houston tonight, really good job by him. Derek Farmer had 8 points, Peyton Maurer with a point, Dylan Westlake with 4 points off the bench, Desmond Hockett with 4 points off the bench, and I mentioned it already, Austin Maurer leading the way for the Challengers with 32 points tonight. And a nice win for Cascade Christian. So one of those expected outcomes, if you would ask the Challenger coaches, and really puts the Challengers in a good position, I think, going into the state tournament.
By the way, I got a score to pass along to you. Upset alert. Cascade Christian girls leading Sutherland 20-15 in the second quarter.
It's early.
It is early. It is early. Of course, I suppose I'm still in the mode where, a couple of years ago, they wouldn't even be in this position. But that'll be a tough game. But, yeah, make sure you go and check out the Challenger girls in action. Joseph Brett over at South Umpqua on the call for that one tonight. Grateful that we can bring you both the Challenger boys and girls. For the Challengers, a hard-fought victory, and getting tested like that is a good thing. And I think it also speaks well to the quality of the Douglas Trojans program and some of the things. And I would not be surprised to see them make a little noise depending upon what their draw is in the playoffs.
Yeah, I would not count them out of making it over to Marshfield for sure. I think they have the talent, and they, obviously they're a good team, disciplined team. Like I said, they didn't turn the ball over. Played good, solid defense against the Challengers, and I think that's going to get them somewhere. I would actually be surprised if they don't end up at the tournament.
I would agree. They showed me a lot this evening, and again, good players, good coaches, good culture, and they've got a lot to be proud of. Well, we'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank North Valley High School Athletic Director Tim Sam for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net in today's broadcast. Our special thanks to head coaches Bid Van Loon and Brian Morris. Our next Table Rock Sports production featuring the Challenger boys comes up Saturday when they take on Churchill. For Mark McLemore and cameraman Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thank you for watching and have a great night.